Hi guys.
Hey, what's up?
How is everyone? Noob was telling Kettle that he's not here anymore.
Have we survived the week? Are we surviving and not thriving? Because me too.
Mood.
If you guys could see me right now. Oh, if you guys could see me right now. Oh, Lord. Let me paint a picture. I'm sitting on my chair, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got tangerines.
Mm-hmm.
I got my gel cooling patch on my forehead because I have a headache.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
With my bonnet on.
Mm-hmm.
A freshly opened High Noon.
I don't know what that is.
Vodka seltzer.
Oh, okay.
And like some fruit snacks.
Jesus. Yeah, I just have apple slices. Apple slices and wide here.
I also did not eat much lunch today.
Oh, that's bad.
Honestly, I have not been very hungry around lunchtime lately.
Weird. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is weird because I don't eat breakfast either.
That's all. That's worse. I mean,
it is weird. Like, I had they served pupusas at lunch today for the kids. I had 1.5 of them.
Uh-huh.
And then I ate like a couple bites of the lunch that I brought. And that was all I had until dinner.
Yeah, I have. Funnily enough, we went to a pupuseria for lunch.
That's funny. So we both had pupusas for lunch.
Yeah.
Ours was bean and cheese because, I mean, everybody has dietary restrictions. I mean, some people do. You can't guarantee.
Oh, yeah.
There's like, some of the kids are vegetarians in the schools, so, you know, bean and cheese, easier.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I went to a restaurant, so I gotta choose. I have no idea. I know what I ordered. I probably forgot what I ordered. And then
you ate it and you said yum?
Yeah, well, I ordered 4. And they were like the size of like a regular like a small tortilla. Right?
Yeah, no, that's the size of the ones that we had too.
Yeah, I ate 2 of them and then I was like, damn, I'm full.
Yeah, I ate 1.5.
Yeah. Oh god. I don't know, man. Oh wait, before I do that, before I forget, I ate cheese.
Oh my god, why does this tangerine have a frickin'
Noob ate cheese.
It had seed in it.
Noob ate cheese.
Oh, you had cheese? Oh, you're dying then.
I'm not dying right now. I'm gonna die later. So,
Did you take your medicine for that?
I'm gonna take it right now.
Why weren't you preemptive, bro?
I don't carry it to work.
You should.
I probably should.
With the amount of times that y'all eat out.
True. Anyway.
Things you should be thinking about.
I don't.
You eat out a lot just anyways on your own all the time. So maybe that is something that you should be having on your person on the daily anyway. You have a big enough bag.
For both of them, yes.
You could just have it in the bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that later.
You're gonna forget.
I am 100% gonna forget, and I'm gonna suffer for it tomorrow.
Do it right now.
No, I don't want to take off my headphones.
Stop stream. Do it right now.
No, we're starting stream now. Bye. Wait.
Damn. Chat bully Noob into putting lactate.
I'll do it later. I promise. I'll do it later.
Call Noob an icky poopy guy.
Call
Noob an icky poopy stinky guy until he puts lactate in his bag.
Oh my god. I don't know why.
You guys.
I have to do both. I have to do both my going out bag and my regular backpack. It's effort. And I don't want to right now.
Okay, chat, at least bully him into setting a reminder at 10 o'clock sharp.
Fine. What I'll do is I'll just
set a reminder on your phone at 10 o'clock sharp.
No, I'll just
bing, 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 bing.
And I just have them on my desk right now in front of me, so I don't forget. I'm staring at them, so I'll do it.
Good.
Do you want to read? Or do you want me to read today?
You read the whole time yesterday.
Oh.
Or not yesterday.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I'll raid for as long as I can manage. I still have a headache, so we'll see.
I don't push yourself too hard.
Also, because I finished my tangerine.
Oh, okay.
The library is quiet once more, the shuffling of another book sliding between its neighbors on the shelf only heard by myself and one other. The image of Yasue plays on my mind all the more now that I have Honoka sitting right behind me. As sorry as I feel for Yasue, there's nothing I can do. I rather doubt there's anything Honoka could do either. From holding out the false promise of escape for Yasue to Honoka's only escape from the grief of this world being in her arms, Yasue's attachment to her only hurts them both. Honoka's too tied up in her own mind to see outside the wall she's built around her. Yasue, though, I'd have thought she'd known better. I'm broken from my thoughts by barely overheard mumbling from the table behind me.
Honoka, what are you doing?
Honoka?
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 Oh, Jesus, that's not
Oh,
good.
jeez. Uh-oh.
夏も冬ももはや私を傷つけることはない。暑さも寒さも感じられないからだ。兄弟よ、希望は等しく虚しい。
Wait, we're basically rushing towards the end of Act 1. This is like close
Yeah.
to this is close to the end of Act 1, isn't it?
I think so.
Because we already had the conversation where Honoka talked to the other lady in the graveyard, and this is probably where she's like reading, like properly reading for the last time in the library, if I remember correctly. I don't remember.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She surely hadn't intended for me to hear that, but it's as good an excuse as any to try to strike up a conversation. The window feels like it's narrowing for anything but drastic action.
その本好きなの？
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the conversation we had right before she yoinked herself.
Yeah. Oh god.
She looks a little shy but reluctantly replies.
イザベラ・ディ・モーラの詩集。注釈が書かれていて、時々読んでるの。へえ、そうなんだ。イザベラを知っているの？全然。にしてもよく読めるね。それ、イタリア語で書いてあるんでしょ？
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
時々思うんだよね。読書家のほのかちゃんの方がこの仕事に向いてるんじゃないかって。本が好きじゃないの？最近じゃネットの記事以外ほとんど読んでないな。それにイタリア語なんてさっぱりわかんないし。
Not everybody reads
ほ
Honoka.
のかちゃんの方がとっくに上を行ってるよ。
Yeah.
I do, but not everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I do, but I did it for a long time.
Yeah,
I think
same.
I literally only read because I'm in Richard's book club.
I read all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where all my coworkers are like, "Damn, I wish I was like you." Reading on my lunch break every day.
Yeah, no. I read.
Part of the reason I read on my lunch break every day is because if I don't,
Mm-hmm.
my phone battery always dies because I use it for work.
Ah, fair.
Therefore, if I use it on my lunch break, it'll die faster.
Fair. I have a charger on my desk.
I have a charger at work too, but like, I'd rather not.
Fair. Well, I charge at home, and then I charge at work. Because
I charge at home only,
I charge at
unless it's an emergency.
There. I charge at work because I take the train. And I use tracking apps to figure out where the frick my train and my bus are.
That's fair.
なんだか自慢してるみたい。 の逆だよ。むしろ恥ずかしく思ってる。この大学の学生ってみんな私よりずっと優秀なんだもん。私なんて学ぶ時間がないわけじゃないのに、怠け癖のせいで何にもしてないだけ。人生で学べる時間なんて限られてるのに。ああ、時間がないわけじゃないよ。それは確かなんだけどね。
That's okay. Okay, so that's what that hint was about. She definitely has a lot of time.
Yeah.
私はどっちかっていうと、広く浅く勉強したいタイプみたい。って言えば通じるかな。
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Honoka's response is to look past me and out the snow-covered window. Once again, I find myself unable to keep a grasp on Honoka before she slips away into introspection once more.
Dingus.
As I think about putting away the now empty box for returned books, Honoka mumbles something as much to herself as to me.
Oh.
どうしていつもそんなに明るくいられるの?
In all the time we've been together, the moment I look back to her is the moment I realize this is the first time she's spoken from the heart. And the first moment I realize that I can't help her any further.
ふりをするのが得意なだけ。
Yeah.
Yeah.
本気でそう思ってくれてるなら言っとくけど、私だって自分が何してるかなんて分かってない。ただ配られた手札でどうにかしてるだけ。
Wow.
フ
It
ラッ
has
シュのこともあれば降りることもある。
it really has been like 3 months. Miata has been here
Damn.
a lot.
Hell yeah!
Thanks, Miata.
A horrible silence echoes about the room, louder than any batch of students who'd passed through. She thinks over my words in earnest, rolling them over in her mind behind a lurid gaze. Yet there's nothing there. No reaction, nor spark of hope. Just a pit. A horrible, lonely hollow, which some cheerful platitudes can never fill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I failed her. Honoka takes to her feet, sliding the book into her bag and slinging her coat over to her shoulders. I desperately want to say something, anything to pull her out of the mindset she's in, but find no words to use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah. As a person who has I don't know how to say this. I don't want to say worked with, but been friends with a lot of people who have gone through a lot of this. It's so hard. And you want to care, but damn, it's like you're just like, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
変なことを聞いてごめんなさい。深い意味はないの。今日中に済ませたい用事があるから帰るね。
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find the right words when you're worried about making it worse
Yeah, exactly.
or sounding ingenuine.
And a lot of people don't get along well with the some people I know have genuinely been like, are you trying to use your like training on me? And I was like, no, I'm just trying to be a friend.
Yeah. I can see how that would suck.
Yeah, because I mean it honestly it's kind of the best way to reach out to someone, to listen and ask only questions that really matter. But you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it does sound very fake.
Hey, when I was going through it, I was like, Low key, use your training on me right now. Low key.
Well, it's fine. Most of it is
Hey,
just sitting
I
there
like
and
it.
listening and like, go on, and then like asking to
Yeah.
elaborate. That's basically the training.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Hey, bless you for sticking around though. I was going through it.
I mean, yeah.
This was like what? Almost 6 years ago?
Yeah, it's been a while, dude.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
better. Nobody worry. Nobody panic.
Nobody panic.
Nobody panic. That bitch is medicated.
Yeah, she is very medicated
気
now.
にしてないよ。じゃあね、ほのかちゃん。
This is your chance. This was your chance, Shino. No, Shino.
Shino,
no.
follow her home. Shino, maybe you should go into the world, and be like, Honoka, no, don't do it. I fall silent as she shuffles out of the room, eyes studiously avoiding mine. I realize my breath didn't let me finish that word. My.
My.
Mine. As I hear the door open, I pluck the phone from my pocket. The fear of what might happen from doing this is now outweighed by my fear for Honoka herself.
Sorry, I was looking up. I was trying to figure out because next year I want to go back to the Bay Area for the USS Hornet does an anime expo because why? Why does the ship have an anime expo? But I figured out. I looked up the festival and they have a World Goth Day celebration.
Oh my god.
The staff there know what to celebrate, man.
No fucking way. That's great.
Yeah. Anyway. Shino missed. Shino, please. Oh, she's doing it.
Yeah.
Shino.
Calling for help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing the phone to my ear after finding Tatiana and my contacts. I cast a quick glance out the door. Honoka's helpfully closed it behind her, the wing of campus now empty. Tatiana's curious voice sets my heart racing. I don't know how long we have. Perhaps this is already too late.
今すぐ行動に移そう。米原さんがどう言おうと構ってられない。
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Gotta go. Gotta go.
どうした何かあったの？ほのかちゃんが
Gotta go.
とんでもないことをしでかしそうで怖いの。私たちの手で止めなきゃ。
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
I take a deep breath to try to settle myself, Tatiana clearly hearing the worry in my voice. Moments pass as she weighs things in her mind. She has no reason not to trust me, given how reluctant I was to do anything to her in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
分かった。私に任せる。米原様に話をつけて、薫に車を準備させよう。迎えに行くから準備しておいてくれ。
分かった。待ってる。
Kaoru's driving was fast as it was terrifying given the conditions, but even so, the day's light is already waiting as we file out of the car. Tatiana looks as ready as any of us to make a move, given the temperature out here. The streets are empty as we gather behind the car, clouds forming with each of their breaths.
さて薫、とうとうお前の出番だ。トランクを開けてパーティーに持ち込んだものを見せてもらおう。
With that, Kaoru reaches down and pulls up the trunk with an eager grin. She mentioned on the way here that she brought something useful along.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
A machine gun?
I don't think that's you. Oh, okay.
Oh, some type of gun.
本物のモシンナガン M1891 モデル。すごいだろ、この木製のストック、オリジナルのままだよ。
Okay.
Nerd.
Alright. Tatiana and I look at each other with concern.
ただの骨董品みたいだけど。言っとくけど、この骨董品が第二次世界大戦中にロシアからドイツ軍を追っ払ったんだからな。ドイツ軍を追っ払えるくらいなら、私の役にも立つって。
Alright, we can fight about this or we can let go, because I feel like we need to be a little bit more urgent.
それに、闇市場で襟好みできるわけないだろ。
We can have this conversation later?
いいか、私たちがここに来たのは本を回収してほのかを確保するためだ。銃を振り回されるのは気が進まないし、米原様に死体を届けるつもりはない。
Why?
Let me put this. Let's put it this way. Honoka don't know how to make a freaking weapon, man. She's.
I mean, she made a blood scythe that one time.
For like 3 seconds.
You're right. She thought about it too hard and it disappeared.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't, dude. She just doesn't.
We'll be okay.
わかってる。自重するよ。でも、こじれ出したら引き金を引く。これまでもそうしてきただろ。
Yeah.
Okay, Karu.
Don't shoot the nerd.
Tatiana holds her tongue for some time, clearly trying to work out a way to dissuade Karu before eventually sighing in defeat.
ちゃんと頭を使えよ。
冷静にってことだろ。任せなって。
Giving no time for further protests, Karu grabs the rifle by the receiver and makes off for a vantage point, the weapon sling swaying this way and that. I will give her one thing. She's an athletic sort, the woman skipping over fences with ease.
シノ、段取りは分かっているな。
私は表立って戦うタイプじゃないからね。二人が戻ってくるまで車を温めとく。それくらいならできるよ。
確認しただけだ。それに心配しているのはお前のことじゃない。
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
I'm lucky her mind's stuck on Karu.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, if this goes according to plan, I should get back to the car in time anyway.
Huh?
ほのかを捕らえに行く。5分後に会おう。ヒーターをつけたまま。
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to go in there.
What is Shino doing?
With that, she pulls the trunk closed, the opening act of our own play beginning.
What is the happening?
What?
Oh.
What are they doing? Oh, Act 2 is over. What?
What?
Why is that?
Whoa!
Video?
That's weird.
What's happening?
We're on chapter 3 now.
Okay. The end of all things. Okay.
That caught me off guard real hard.
I was like, why is this a YouTube video?
Yeah, right. That's an old YouTube video. YouTube?
Oh, we're back.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I should have awoken in a pool of blood to a cold room. Instead, warm grass gently brushes against my face.
Did she die? Did she die here?
What do you mean? You were doing magic.
Mm-hmm.
For a moment, I simply lay where I am and savor the warm feeling. From firm wood below my feet, I wake to soil and flowers pressing to my cheek. The smell strikes a chord of nostalgia, reminding me of my childhood and crouching in the gardens with my...
Oh.
Suddenly restless.
Well, before we forget, yes, we got a key from the publisher. We just need to make sure that that's clear. I know it's been like half an hour.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just gotta make sure.
Hey guys, By the way, we got a key for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Publisher gave it to us.
Yes.
But you can buy this game on Steam. It's out now. It came out on the 16th.
Yes. They
Full game released.
they gave us basically nothing else, no strings otherwise. Just, hey, here's a key. If you like it, you like it. Sick. That's it. And we've been liking it regardless of that, actually.
Yeah, I've been having fun.
Okay.
So,
Disclaimer out of the way. Let's go.
alright. Suddenly restless, I take to my feet and begin the routine of rewrapping my bandages and fixing up my glasses to distract myself. I'd rather Yasune not find me with my arm like this in any case.
Oh, Jesus.
As I complete my fussing, a sigh escapes, one of odd relief. This might not be the end. Not yet. But it's finally in sight.
Explain?
She's gonna stay here until she dies, probably.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
The smoke of industry rises from the direction of Sapporo. Or Yasue's imagining of it. I step forward, then pause. No. I'll head there in a few moments. I have something I need to do first.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Stealing my heart, I turn about and walk away from the city in a distance.
What you doing?
I don't trust you right now, girl.
Oh, no.
Girl, I don't trust you right now. I knew as much. The cemetery of Sapporo's outskirts has existed for easily 100 years. The area may be smaller and the gate rather less ornate than it is in the modern day, but the dead lie buried all the same. It's incredible how Yasue recreated such a vast area. The plot I stare before me is empty. Little more than a nondescript patch of grass. It'll be filled in 100 years' time. Even without the gravestone, it feels no less significant. I don't believe in any afterlife, nor any sort of spiritual ideas. Not for lack of trying either. Yet the grief I feel as I stare at this meaningless plot of land is no less real and cuts no less deeply. If I can't stay in this world forever, then at least I'll stay as long as I can, together with the one person who loves me.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, Honoka.
Yep, that's what I thought she'd do.
Honoka, why? She's straight up gonna bleed out over there.
おかしいよね。誰かの作品をあんなに読んできたのに、いざ自分の言葉で語ろうとしたら、何も思いつかないなんて。母さん、父さん、ごめんね。私は強くなれなかったよ。もうすぐそっちに行くからね。
Please don't say that.
With that, I admit my sin in words not only to them, but to myself. In a few hours, I'll be gone, my body in the real world, left bleeding out in that silent house. How strange. Now that I've finally let go, I feel a sense of serenity I've never felt before. Knowing that the weight of living, of enduring this tiredness will finally be shrugged off is peaceful.
Yeah, they're gonna bring you back, girl.
Yes, so sorry. You're not gonna die.
Yeah. Please don't.
I can finally let go.
Okay. Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Or so I thought.
What?
All thoughts stop as I look back up, my blood running cold at the sight before me. This should be impossible, and yet...
Hey, Shino, what's up? Oh, never mind.
It's what's-her-face right there.
Yup.
A lone woman stands solemnly before a pillar stone, her vermilion kimono making for a strikingly beautiful sight.
Yeah, we gotta see her in her full, in her full kimono.
Her figure is unmistakable, but that woman shouldn't be here. She can't be here. Oh man, the sisters are gonna fight.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly, gracefully, she turns about. Every fear is realized as I see her face. How is Yonehara before me? This isn't meant to be possible. This world's meant to be for Yasue and I alone.
Honoka, how little you understand.
Honoka, she created this world, girl.
Yeah.
She's the one that sealed your woman away. Sorry.
She sealed her sister away. Honoka, the girl you have wooed.
Sorry. Be that as it may, the woman begins walking towards me. Clatter of Zori on concrete may be missing, but her grace remains. All I can manage is to remain rooted in place as she approaches, my mind trying to piece together an impossible puzzle. Her small, deliberate steps slowly cross the distance between us, before finally coming to a stop. Her ominous demeanor couldn't be more different to when we first met. As the woman looms over me, I can't tear my gaze away as I look at her face. As I find myself staring into those black, distant eyes. Yonehara is a mage whose power I can only guess at. She lords that over with me without a word, looking at me as if a human glancing downward at an insignificant ant. Nothing I can do, nothing I can say could possibly affect her. From this supreme being comes a voice with no anger nor forcefulness. Rather, her silky, dulcet tone is laced with a malevolent edge, an edge which feels somehow not directed at me.
What? Yes, ma'am.
The long walk from the cemetery back to the city is a silent one, and perhaps one of the most surreal I've yet taken. It's only as we enter the city that I feel I can breathe given the tension. Yonehara filing behind me in total silence.
Awkward.
So awkward.
Mm-hmm.
The townspeople around us go about their day, mindlessly repeating their routines. They have no comprehension of how wrong this situation is, nor who my companion might be. I can only imagine what my companion thinks of the sight. How did she even get here? What are her intentions in meeting her sister after so long? Surely she could have found Yasue without me, so why have me lead her? My mind buzzes with questions, but I can't bring myself to look behind me. The hairs stand on my neck even thinking of her, so dark is the aura coming from the woman.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Turning the corner around a building onto the main road, I see the thankfully familiar figure of Yasue in the distance. Her reflexive smile when she catches sight of me is broad and genuine, worn without so much as a second thought.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Upon noticing my expression, however, her face collapses into concern. Then her eyes shift over my shoulder. Unable to hold back at the sight of her, I sprint forward to Yasue's side without so much as a glance backwards. I quickly shift behind her, taking some small comfort in having her by me.
Oh boy!
I trail off as I realize Yasue is not listening. Rather, she stares in grim disbelief as Yonehara slowly comes to a stop. She doesn't move nor blink. She hardly even breathes as she lays eyes on the one who sealed her away. I can only imagine what's running through Yasue's mind after so many years, after so cruel an act.
久しぶりだこと。100年よ。100年もの間、あなたが生きていただなんて。
I'd expected Yasue to show some sense of fear, or perhaps simple shock. Instead, her voice takes on an eerily and unfamiliar tone, a dark and ominous shape, just faintly visible below the surface.
元気そうね。濡れば色だった巻毛はともかく。あなたを妹だと思っていたのよ。父親が違っても、私は本当の妹だと思っていたわ。
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
どうしてこんなことを？たくさんのものを失って信じていた者たちへの復讐だというの？あの冬の日を忘れたことはない。あなたもでしょ？あの熱や灰になった命のためだけじゃない。私が人間を見限った日だからよ。
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
村の人たちが火災の罪を私に押し付けた途端、最初は反対していた人たちも結局奴らに加担した。あなたさえも。
I don't know if it's my interpretation or a genuine slip of Lady Yonehara's composure, but a note of melancholy hangs on the air with those two forlorn words.
あなたの魔術を見たわ。たとえ偶然であったとしても、あなたが原因だと思われるのは当然だと思うわ。勝手にそう思っているといいわ。少なくとも自分を納得させられるでしょうから。人一人なら単なる気まぐれもあり得るでしょうね。でも人間の本質は同種と群れることよ。より大きな全体の一部となった途端、人は全体に判断を委ねようとする。
I don't know who to trust.
I don't know what's going on.
自分が何を言っているか分かっているの？こんなことをして自分がまだ人間だとでも思っているの？私が人間だと思っているかですって？あなたには本当にうんざりよ。
Oh, look at the high and mighty me.
I'm so confused. I'm struck by Yasue's tone being unlike anything I've heard before. Neither give but one thought to my presence, meaningless as it is.
今さら驚くことじゃないでしょ。どうせ私のことなんてこれっぽっちも分かっていなかったんだもの。あなたは魔術師として育てられたわ
Oh
けじゃな
my
い。
god. Get the stick out of your
Damn,
ass.
girl.
I'm,
Damn,
s-
girl.
考えをありがたがるのも当然ね。
I'm sorry, man. Just. Stick-
Aye. Never mind, I hate her. I mean, I always have, but damn.
Remove the stick from your ass, dude.
村は火災の後も私を追い出そうとはしなかった。でも内気で孤独で、そして魔術師である者への不信の種はまかれてしまった。やがて私は不公平というほかない結論はすでに決まっていたことだと理解したわ。社会だなんて忌まわしい概念よ。個人の考えを全体の考えに置き換えるんだもの。それを何よりもはっきりと示してくれたのが姉さん。
Why are you like this?
Girl, what the hell? What a cruelly indifferent calculus she applies to others.
あなたは怪物よ。家族にこんなことをするなんて。憂さ晴らしのつもり？そうまでして誰かを攻撃したかったの？自分の悲しみすら否定される辛さをあなたはまるで理解していなかった。そして人々がそこにつけ込もうとすることも
Holy shit, girl.
時が流れても学ばなかったようね。
あなたがまだ生きていると知って思ったの。他人を幸せにすることで自分の価値を測ってきたものが他者と関わらない私の人生を与えられたらどう変わるのかしらとね。
Oh. Okay. I am so upset as a person, as an extrovert who like goes out of his way to be with people and to be happy with people. Oh my god, get the stick out of your ass! Holy shit, dude. We don't steal. We don't. We're not here to steal people's smiles or whatever. Or build our own self-worth. Oh my god, get out of here, dude. Ah!
Like, chill out, bro. When I learned you still lived, Yonehara thought she was dead? Then when would she have...
実は最近友達ができたの。人付き合いが苦手な私にもニコニコと話しかけてくれてね。いろんな出来事や好きな歌舞伎の演目なんかを聞かせてくれる。年上だけど優しくて、名前は安江っていうの。
Honoka!
Honoka, it's your fault. When I tried talking to my parents' grave, Lady Yonehara was there. I'm the one who led her here. This is all my fault. Girl, you couldn't have known.
まさかあなたが他人の心に入り込み、絶望のあまりその子を
What the fuck, dude? Come on!
Girl, she just was lonely.
They're both alone. Oh my god.
The venomous look she shoots at me pulls the words from my mouth. I don't have any control over this. That much was certain from the moment that woman forced her way into this world. I have my part in this play, and that part is to stay silent. If Yonehara managed to find her way into this place, though, surely she could have done so when I weren't here. Did she want me to see this? I don't understand why she so dearly wants to explain herself.
あなたを妹として愛していただなんて。
Damn!
思えば信じられないわね。皆があなたを憎むのも当然よ。すぐに私を殺せばよかったものを、こんな回りくどいことを。
Yonehara looks confused for a brief moment, a look ill-fitting for her. She soon collects herself, her disposition changing. From her near emotionless lecturing comes a dry and mocking tone.
有り余る時間で多少は賢くなれたかと思っていたけれど、とんだ誤算だったようね。
Oh my god. So annoyed.
This is the episode where Noob gets really mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
あなたの才能は存在しないものを作ること。その才能を見事に生かしてきたでしょう。私の力は存在するものを消し去ること。簡単に言えば、あなたの存在を消し去って現実を変えたのよ。現実の世界に安江という名前の女は存在しなかった。それで解決したと思っていたのに。でも知らない間に矛盾を生み出していた。あなたの魂が変わらなかったからよ。この世界であろうと存在しないものに居場所があるわけがないもの。この矛盾はあなたの存在が現実世界から消し去られ、一種の煉獄に囚われることで解消したようね。あなたが無意味なものだらけで埋めたこの虚無の世界を。
確かに私はあの世界からいなくなったかもしれない。でも私を愛してくれて 覚えてくれている方々はまだ。
友人や知人、恋人、家族のあなたにまつわる記憶は空白だけ。あなたの人生は皆の記憶の中で熱い霧に包まれ、決して思い出せない夢。
That's rude.
存在しなかったものを覚えていられるわけがないでしょ。
That's rude. At once, a tragic realization arcs through my mind. An image of the plaque at Yasue's venue. The reason it never mentioned her name was because of Yonehara's magic.
No. No.
Rather than show shock or despair, Yasue's eyes suddenly glow a wild and vivid yellow color.
No.
Girl. In a moment, she materializes her fan and... She angry! Yasue's dainty fan turns from a peaceful diversion into a weapon as she conjures a fierce burst of air with the mere sweep of her arm. All I can do is shield my eyes as wind blows out and dust kicks up around us, the sleepy downtown suddenly thrown into chaos. Yonehara's hair flutters, yet the woman remains unmoved as I back away at the outburst.
そうよ、それでこそ私の姉さんだわ。
あなたは私に課したものの重さを分かっていないのよ。
現実世界で私が見たものを知らないからそんなことが言えるのよ。愛しい姉さん、あなたはもはや誰もあなたの世界に引き込むことはできない。古の魔術師の真の力を見るがいいわ。
Oh my god, girl.
終わらせてあげる。
Girl, chill.
Oh fuck. Of course it's red. Oh fuck.
You're creepy as hell. Yonehara's eyes open wide, her black eyes suddenly flashing a brilliant scarlet red. Her robes flutter about and then...
What? Her power is
Ay,
fire!
ay, ay.
That- Oh my god, her power is fire. And like undoing things. And she makes a fire sword. And she's not at fault for the family burning down.
Yeah, and she's not at fault. Yeah.
Get out of
Fire
here!
gushes from her right hand, only to coalesce into a scarlet blade moments later. Yeah, but she's not at fault, and she's really mad at her sister for thinking she was at fault.
Get out of here, dude!
Girl, I mean, if the shoe fits. She grips the hilt tightly, leering down at the woman before her. Yasue's fan raises high in response, letting forth a fierce gale from what was before a mere gust. I skip backwards and reflectively raise my arm to protect myself as dust kicks about around us. Yeah, I think she needs some magic.
Yeah?
As I regain my sight, I see the people conjurations who'd been going about their day disappear one after the other, the energy spent on them challenge into more destructive ends. Yonehara's katana slices sideways in a curt flick of the wrist, appearing to effortlessly cut through the wind itself.
相変わらず弱いままね、姉さん。つまらない者たちに見せる手品しかできなかったものね。もっと高みに登れるとどれほど期待したと思っているの。
With that, she jumps back onto a sign, then again to a roof.
Alright, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. As I try to make sense of the inhuman movements from the woman so gracefully clad in a kimono, she pulls her sword over her right shoulder and lets fly with a strong slash. A flash of orange is all I notice before I shield my eyes at the fierce heat assaulting me, a yelp escaping as I try to make myself hold firm. Aww. Not her town.
And not the town, man.
Lowering my arm, my breath is stolen by the sight before me. Stealing away the day for night, Yonehara asserts her will over this magic world just as Yasue has, fires flicking all about us. My feet step back, once then twice. Only now do I realize my body is shaking, the awesome spectacle before me hiding my physical fear. Feeling my knees start to go weak. The briefest hint of my weakness in my will is all my body needed to start running. Embers sting at my skin as I sprint through the streets, the frantic swinging of my arm to clear them proving no use. The air itself feels like it's on fire, the billowing smoke and ashes scorching my throat and searing my lungs. I don't understand anything anymore. I just need to get out of here. Everything in my body screams at me to run faster, every muscle pushing me onwards through the burning streets as echoes of hate-filled screams as breaking windows ring about. I had to get out of... Ayo?
Saved by your girlfriend?
Girl, you're dying.
Oh.
My vision blurs as I'm picked up and thrown, my mind going blank. Coughing as much from the hot air in my lungs as the smoke and ash around me, I slowly prop myself back up. Hello?
Hello.
The building beside me is little more than rubble as my vision returns, the beam reduced to burning matchsticks. The collapse must have thrown me across the street, the city itself falling apart around me. Yasue's scream of anger makes me look back, to a sight which steals away all words. Yasue pays no heed to her disintegrating world. Wild eyes locked to her sister as she lets out another scream of anguish. The raging firestorm whips around them as if dragons were breathing down the avenues and boulevards of once homely town. The woman leaps back into the air herself as a gale sweeps through the road beneath her. The force of Yasue's rage destroys another building as a falling roof causes another's beams to shatter and collapse moments after, the yellow of burning embers breaking up the night sky. No, that darkness isn't just the night sky. A strange pitch black emanates from Yonehara as something unnatural begins to overtake everything around her. The stars themselves snuffed out one by one. I can't process this anymore. Their magic twisting the world beyond my comprehension. All I can do is watch, helpless as the fires of Yonehara's magic and Yasue's rage engulf the city, the streets, everything. What have I done? I might as well be an ant, witnessing the devastation around me without any comprehension of what's happening. The women fighting in the sky above are no less than gods in comparison to me. I think mages had this power. Yonehara was right. I never did truly understand anything. As long as I could escape reality, I didn't care. As I lie in this place, unable to move, a new feeling asserts itself over the terror of raw destruction. Despair. A serene, hopeless surrender. The world Yasue and I shared, the love which had only just begun, the one person who truly smiled on me, it's over now. Everything is over. As I mourn the life I've lost, light footsteps on the dirt road skip up behind me. Who?
Hello, Shino.
Hey, what's up? I can't believe my eyes. Reduce sputtering in disbelief as I pick myself back up. Rather than twisted in fear, her face is set, graven and serious. She takes a step toward me, her right hand reaching out to my shoulder. I can't move an inch, my every sense and thought overwhelmed. Her grip on me is firm, yet her eyes betray something as she looks into my own. Regret?
ごめんね、ほのかちゃん。
What? What?
My mouth hangs open, but my words are stolen by the flash of her eyes. A vivid green fills her irises, a glow so fierce it's difficult to look into. My heart skips as realization strikes. She knows a mage as well? The edges of my consciousness begin to fray, another terrible realization gripping me. This is the first stage of returning. She's pulling me out of this world.
ダメよ、シノさん。やめて。
Her grip on my shoulder only tightens, brow furrowing as she sets herself up to her task. I try to resist with my body as much as my mind, but trying to catch my sense of self feels like trying to keep overflowing water in my palm. I manage to whip around with the last of my strength. Yasue's form just faintly visible in the distance. My hand reaches out, and I see the barest glimpse of her looking back at the forlorn scream. Her face contorts in panic as she catches sight of me, but it's too late. My body feels light, my mind is. I can't stay.
Rip.
Girl, you might have just cost her the fight.
Yeah.
Don't distract her.
Hmm.
My body takes a deep breath reflexively. The scorching smoke of the Meiji world replaced by the cold, still air of the musty study. My chest heaving, I take it in as if it were manna. I can only hope that Yasue will be alright. Wait, someone's here?
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. My heart in my mouth, I frantically scramble to my feet. It seems we've shocked each other, both of us stumbling back in surprise.
Черт, ты же должна спать.
Russian.
Yep. The words Russian, I think, are spluttered from the sharply dressed woman before me, her tall and slender figure lit by the moonlight cast between us. Her crude tone is a jarring contrast to her dignified appearance. I barely stop myself from trembling in terror, already reeling after being forced from Yasue. Shino betrayed me, of all people, and now this? The more I look at her frighteningly cold gaze, the more I recognize this isn't some simple burglary.
あなた、誰なの？
私は敵ではない。あなたを助けるために来た。
答えて、誰？
I've seen her before.
There it is.
Working back from the flash of recognition, memories of falling snow and granite soon come to mind as I remember where. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She's the one who held the car door for Yonehara when she left the cemetery.
あなた、米原さんの手下なの？
Her silent scowl shows I'm on the mark. Yonehara's target wasn't just Yasue, but me as well. The glint of metal in the moonlight draws my attention to the desk. The knife's well-used blade is within a moment's reach. If Yasue is prepared to battle with Yonehara, then I should be as well.
Holy shit, girl, don't.
やめた方がいい。
Girl!
ライフルを持った仲間を外で待たせている。彼女の唯一の目的は私を守ること。
嘘よ。はったりを言ってるんでしょ。
試そうとしない方が身のためだ。
I grit my teeth in through the fear as it grows around my mind like so many vines. Every muscle in my body is tense to the point of pain. Adrenaline coursing through it feels like every pore. I have nowhere to run. I have nowhere to hide. All I know about the woman in front of me is that she wants to take me away. I have to fight for Yasue's sake. With speed which surprises even myself, I lunge at the desk without regard for my own safety. If I can just get that blade, I can defend myself. Even as she reacts and begins to move, I know I can grab it before she'll reach.
There it is.
Everything happens too quickly. My body suddenly on the ground. All I can see is red, pain racking my arm and lancing through my body.
ほのか、大丈夫。
She's here. I can feel her reaching over me. She's gonna take me.
Oh shit.
Girl. Everything happens in a blur, suddenly finding myself back on my feet after lashing out at the figure. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. It takes a moment for either of us to register what happened. Following her gaze, my eyes are drawn to the weapon I hold in my own hands. The scythe could only be formed from one thing, my blood from my wound crawling up my arm and into its handle. The weapon I formed with Yasue. Despite the searing pain racking through me, I give the briefest thanks to her.
信じられん。血の魔法をこの目で見られるとは。
Our moment of bewilderment soon comes to an end, the gravity of the situation returning to us. A glance to my side shows the window now behind me, ruining the shooter's aim. The gunshot pain ebbs away, overwhelmed by surging adrenaline.
あなたが見ていい世界ではない。どれほど危険な状況か分かっているのか。
Girl. An unfamiliar feeling bubbles inside as I stare wide-eyed at the woman.
Oh no.
A black, acrid feeling, a pure hatred for the stranger in front of me.
Oh no. Well, we know we kind of figured where this is going, right?
Yeah, she's going crazy.
Mm-hmm. And you don't do blood magic for no reason.
I finally found the one person who accepted me for who I was, who didn't expect anything from me. The one person I could just exist with. Aren't I allowed to keep that one piece of happiness?
安江を奪わせはしない。
Filled with fear and terror, I hold the scythe high and I launch at her with the same fury as Yasue against her sister. The swing pierces the empty air between us as she deftly skips it. For a brief moment, I find myself shocked that I'd attempt to take someone else's life. But those thoughts are soon set aside as I watch her eyes take on an eerie cyan glow in the darkness.
What's your weapon? Oh.
Oh, sick.
That's pretty sick.
I realize another true mage stands before me as a long and ethereal polearm nearly instantly materializes in her hands. Its menacing blue blade at the ready. Her sharp gaze focuses as much on my wound as my unsteady weapon.
やっぱり米原さんの手下なんでしょ。
ほのかやめなさい。血を失いすぎている。
Fed up with talking, I let my rage boil over and throw myself at the woman with wild abandon. Her words mean nothing now. I've had enough of being reasonable. My wild sideways swing hits the wall beside us, plaster flying off around the room. Frustrated by how clumsy my movements are, I make a returning swipe the other way at her midsection, only for a metallic clink ringing out as she parries the blow. She skips back one more time before flitting down the stairs, but I pursue her with my blade held high and body fueled by burning fury. Fury at her, at Yonehara, at everything which surrounds me. Catching sight of her around the stairwell, I swing wildly with my body's momentum behind the blow. The sturdy wooden railing outright shatters from the force, splinters flying across the room as the wooden shields her face.
やめなさい。話を聞いて。
Bro, I don't think you understand what you did.
You threatened her love. You made her very angry.
Yeah.
よくも私の世界を
My screams bellow about the house as I violently slash at her, her weapon deflecting mine and sending it carving a deep gash out of the floor. After a life of submitting to everyone around me, of politely swallowing my pride and playing the perfect student, the rage I feel now is almost intoxicating. My anger drives me onwards, all thoughts of my safety long gone as I keep advancing. The tip of her blade suddenly thrusts toward my left side, forcing me to pull my weapon back in fright. I clumsily try to bat it away, only for her to move to be a feint as she jabs again to my right. All I can do is stumble backwards to avoid the blow. I try to counterattack, but she deftly skips back as I stumble forwards. Her spear's tip circles menacingly in the air between us as I right myself, the woman waiting to pounce. My heart races wildly, faster than I've ever felt before. Nobody's here to help me. Anger, fear, every emotion seems to sweep through my mind at once. Yet as I swing again, she moves her weapon just enough to counter, and not an inch more. I get more and more frustrated as she moves unnaturally quickly, every sweep parried with an eerie precision compared to my lumbering slashing. Yeah, because she's practiced, girl.
Yeah.
Gripping the scythe and preparing another attack, I instead suddenly sway to the side as dizziness overcomes me. I put a hand to my face without thinking, trying to collect myself as I uselessly hold my weapon before me. Yeah, girl, this is blood.
戦うのは無理だ。それ以上血を失うと。
I lash out at her, but my vision blurs as I try to attack. The weight of the conjured weapon suddenly becomes a problem as I stagger and try to regain my footing. Swaying about, I suddenly feel nauseous as my vision takes a second to catch up to my movements. Forcing my way on, my vision lags as I take another step toward the woman staring me down. Out of nowhere, a sudden sense of primal dread suddenly arcs through my mind, coming from nowhere deep inside me. Yeah, girl, you're dying.
Yeah.
Something's not right. Something's deeply wrong with...
Honoka!
There it is.
Yep. The scene before me suddenly shifts downward as my legs collapse beneath me, sight blurring as I fall to the floor. A pathetic yelp of pain escapes as I hit the ground without bracing myself. The expected clatter of my dropped scythe never comes, the weapon instead turning to liquid and splashing about me. With that, I'm left defenseless as the intruder looms above me. Yet my fear of her is dwarfed by the strange feeling of dread welling up inside. I'm dying. My body is telling me that I'm dying. My limbs feel like lead as blood pools around me. Just lifting my head feels like an impossible task. The blonde woman looks down in frustration, menacing blade held by her side. Voices from outside carry on the air, the woman whipping about as she hears them. Her weapon dematerializes just as Yasue's fan did. Opportunity apparently missed, her eyes return to a cold but natural blue. She gives one last frustrated glance toward me before bolting for the door, disappearing in a flash as she sprints out into the snow.
Well,
My head collapses to the ground as the last of my strength now spent. My eyelids feel more and more heavy as I fight to keep my eyes open. The shouting from outside turns to a barely audible murmur, my senses slowly shutting off. Damn, girl.
yeah.
So...
She's not gonna die.
that sucks.
Well, she's not gonna die. What?
What if she does?
That'd be crazy. That would actually be crazy.
Everything feels wrong. I feel cold. That would actually be so crazy if she died for real.
Yeah.
Give me a minute though. I need to pee.
Fair. Oh, I'm gonna go pee as well. So we're gonna go BRB. I'm gonna hit the music. We'll be right back.
Oh, excuse me. Ugh.
Hey guys, we're
As
back. Sorry.
blackness
Sorry,
engulfs me.
we're back.
Now we're back.
Yes.
As blackness engulfs me, I begin to fall. A fall which never ends. That stings,
No,
man.
no.
Sorry for you.
Hello? Hello? Oh, okay.
She's gone.
Yep, she's gone.
We lost her. The glass is set. She pours. Amber liquid splashes satisfyingly over perfectly clear cubes of ice. After a hasty escape, Tatiana ended up pulling herself up in her bar for the time being. I managed to reach the car just ahead of Tatiana and Karu, barely, with both thankfully none the wiser about my brief trip to that false world. Feeling somewhat responsible for the result, I decided to at least keep Tatiana company, idly spinning this way and that on the stool as she drinks from behind the counter. While I like what she's done with the bar, it's more than a little lonely when there's no patrons around. The place is empty save for us, the television set to its usual muted volume.
誰かにボコられたみたいな顔だね。
カオルみたいな切り出し方はよせ。あいつ一人で十分だ。
悲しいことを忘れるにはいい場所だね。
She answers with another swig of scotch, probably her comfort drink. Neither of us has any idea if Honoka's alive. It's only Tatiana's self-pity that's stopping her from noticing the pit in my stomach about it. I don't know if she is.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have acted out of line and pulled her from that world. I'd have felt equally guilty if I let those quarreling sisters accidentally kill her in their fury, though. There'd be little left of Honoka if her soul were to be slain. It's a pain when ordinary people get caught up in mage affairs.
で、次の計画は？
警察の捜査が落ち着くまでここに身を隠す。お前がそれを計画と認めるならだが。
もっと楽に考えなよ。警察が札幌にいる金髪の女性全員を調べるわけないって。
Tatiana gives a shrug, eyes more focused on her drink than me. To be fair, the scotch seems like it's doing a better job of lifting her spirits than I am.
まあ、最悪の事態は避けられたわけだし、カオルが狙いを外してよかったよ。
いや、カオルは外したわけじゃない。あいつは何かと問題だらけだが、腕は確かだ。
Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
The implication is clear, that she only avoided a fatal hit because of Tatiana's request.
Yep.
結局、予備の計画を立てていたのはあいつだけだったというわけか。失敗した時の逃走計画だ。
認めるんだ。驚いたな。
I mean, it kind of did. That
Yeah.
No actual thanks to Yonehara. Let's be real here. She...
Yonehara messed this all up for everybody.
Yeah.
プライドを飲み込んだところで腹を壊さないからな。
Yeah?
とはいえ、奴が正しいのはどうにも気に食わない。
Yeah.
As for me, I still can't grasp the relationship those two have.
They fucking...
They fucking... Tatiana's attention shifts over to the television and I follow her gaze. It's a news report coming from a scene that's all too familiar.
音量上げて。
She hastily plucks a remote from behind the counter and cranks it to full volume. Both of us focus intently on the screen.
ほのかちゃんの家で中継してるみたい。
ハゲタカどもが群がり始めたか。
The youthful reporter babbles in that typical neutral news tone, her microphone and suit just a little too large to look natural on her light frame. Police officers work behind her, mainly watching over the scene and looking important for the camera.
昨日の事件現場から生中継です。警察はこの事件を強盗未遂事件として捜査を続けています。
I like how it's literally just reporter.
北海道大学に通う20歳の女子学生で侵入した犯人を撃退
Oh yay, she lives.
Yeah, she lives.
命に別状はなく回復に向かっているとのことです。警察は救急隊に素早く通報した近隣の住民に感謝の言葉を述べていました。犯人は依然として逃走中で、警察は市民に情報提供を呼びかけています。
She goes on talking for a bit about local crime, the incident apparently not spicy enough without being part of a broader problem. All the better to cover our tracks, I suppose.
I'm sorry. That local news reporting of crime grinds my gears a lot.
重傷である者の命に別状はないか。いつも同じ言い回しだな。
Yeah, she's missing like all of her blood.
よかったと
Yeah, she's
思い
totally
ないよ。
fine.
あれだけのことが起きたのに、ほのかちゃんはまだ生きてるし、容疑者については何も言われてないんだから。
I notice Tatiana's brow furrowing as the camera holds on the reporter, her scotch forgotten as she leans further and further over the counter in interest.
あのジャケットに見覚えがある。お前はどうだ？
Oh no.
Oh?
No.
Looking back, I notice a new member of the police walking into the frame. From the side of the shot, their long green parka joining the gaggle of coats and uniform ponchos. Wait, piercings are a thing into the police nowadays? My heart skips a beat, both of us now locked onto the screen.
Powder!
Girl!
Powder, what the heck?
Powder, what are you doing? The odd police officer turns toward the camera and...
カオル？あれはカオルだよな。
I tell her off for yelling in my ear, but I'm left speechless. All I can do is sit there with my jaw on the floor as a stuttering Tatiana frantically jabs her finger toward the television. Gathering her wits about her, she snatches her phone from her pocket and thumbs through menus with a noticeable adrenaline-fueled jitter. As I turn back to the TV, the interloper plugs out her own phone just as the news switches back to the studio.
They fucking, but they don't know.
出ろ、何をしている？早く。
I raise an eyebrow, wanting to hear what comes next. Noticing my reaction, she turns on the speaker and lays it on the counter.
ご苦労、こちらは大江刑事だ。
As Tatiana leans into her phone, I brace myself as her face contorts in anger.
Какого черта ты делаешь? Ты ебанутая?
Huh?
Ты хочешь убить меня, чтоб тебе дети в суп срали?
Okay, I will say, kudos to them for hiring a VA that natively speaks both.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell if there's an accent, but it's not. There's not a Japanese accent to it.
I can't tell. Her cursing is enough to make me wilt, but at least the chance to let off some steam helps settle Tatiana a little. By contrast, Kaoru breezily waves it off. This must be far from their first exchange like this.
耳元で叫ばれるのは終わったみたいだし。あ、ちょっと待って。悪いがここは立ち入り禁止だ。北海道警察の大江刑事だ。失礼いたしました。現場には気をつけてください。すぐに鑑識が到着しますので。そう。あとどれくらいかかりそう？ 10分ほどかと。わかった、気をつける。ありがとう。じゃあ入るね。あんたのやり方より簡単でしょ。
Oh my god, Kaoru.
おかげでまた寿
Bruh.
命が縮んだかな。
ニュース見たんだろ？そこにいて当然って顔で堂々としてればどこにでも入れるんだよ。恨むならその技を教えてくれた人にして。
Bruh. Oh my god, she's just acting. I thought she was actually part of it for a sec.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna call out specific people, but like, there's very specific people that come to mind with this. You just talk incredibly confidently, and everyone will believe you. Or you go somewhere with the purpose, and people will be like, "Oh shit, he's got places to be."
Subtle. Tatiana doesn't notice my nervous smile.
本が欲しいって言ってたよな。警察が乗り込んでくる前に手に入れとこうと思ってさ。それに弾道検査で弾が見つかって警察に追い回されるのは勘弁してほしいし。
Yeah.
True. Tatiana doesn't look happy about it, but thinks better of continuing her tirade. Karu's doing this for her after all, partly. Karu's quiet whistling interrupts her simmering.
Holy sweet
台
Jesus.
風通過って感じだけど、ここまでやる必要あった？
私のせいではない。手違いでほのかを殺さないよう気をつけて押さえつけることしかできなかった。まさかあそこまで抵抗するとは思わなかった。
Hey, you know? Just putting it out there, right? Hear me out, right? Yonehara broke into the dream, her safe space with her girlfriend, right? She gets pulled out of it, against her will, and all she can think of is, "Oh my god, there's someone in my house that was with Yonehara."
That works for her. Yeah, exactly. I would probably have freaked out.
Yeah.
As well.
So
maybe not like have done blood magic, but I also would have been like, ugh!
Yeah. Also, fourth point, putting it out there, you shot her.
Yeah.
Just you know, just putting it out there.
She already felt very not safe.
She lunged for a weapon and you shot her.
She felt very not safe already.
Yeah.
つまりこれ全部お姫様の仕業ってこと？
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. She she went cuckoo crazy, sorry.
Uh-huh. You kind of stole her girlfriend from her, and yeah. You don't.
Yeah. She goes silent, probably gazing about an Why can't I read that word today? Incredulity. Is that how you say it?
Incredulity and I know the base word is incredulous.
Right?
Incredulity. That's a weird word.
Right?
That's a weird
right?
word.
Why can't I not say that? Anyways, skipping over that. English is hard.
Truly.
I don't think any of us seriously thought she'd fight back, let alone to the point of forcing us to pull out. Karu's boots on hard wood. That was me clapping.
You got this?
Karu's boots on hard wood can be heard even over the phone, the stairs creaking loudly as she heads up. And the book's not there! Just kidding.
ヨーロッパの骨董品が好きなんだな。数百年前の世界にいるみたいだ。
真面目にやれ、バオル。
わかったわかった。
Fine. Silence rings out while Karu digs around. Tatiana and I on edge as she casually rummages around an active crime scene.
みっけ 7.62×54 ミリアル弾。あるいはその残骸かな。
例の本は
Not here! It's gone! Her boots echo about the room as she walks over.
タチアナが言ってた通り、デスクの上に開きっぱなし。一言も読めねえや。ずいぶん古いものみたいだな。図は一致してる。 この本で間違いない。あの子、相当ヤバいものに手を出したんだね。すごい量の血だ。
今は放っておけ。誰かに見つかる前に本を持って早く出る。
了解。じゃあいつものバーで会おう。あ、そうだ。ビール用意しといて。
With that, she abruptly hangs up on the call. And then she got found out. Tatiana slumps forward on the counter, holding her forehead in her hand. Can't blame her for being exhausted by the experience.
これで終わりだな。すっきりした終わり方ではないが、とにかく終わった。
歩いて立ち去れる着陸は成功した着陸って言うしね。
With that, I hop off my stool and grab my scarf from the seat behind me, throwing it around my neck.
もう帰るのか？
少しは寝なきゃ。明日は私も課題があるの。
So, like, what was her goal in this?
I'm not sure.
I got what I needed. What was it that she needed? A suspicious Tatiana silently watches me leave. The debt I'm incurring with her will come due, but for now she holds her tongue. So, this is definitely Honoka because already the paragraph is really long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crouching down at the side of a building, I grasp my knees with all of my strength and clasp my eyes shut to try and stop myself breaking down. My heart is beating so loudly it's deafening, poorly hidden tears streaming down my cheeks. I was stupid for trying such a crazy thing. I had no idea what I was playing with, and this is what I get. My head still feels weird after everything started glowing, and I don't know how much blood I've lost, but I feel weak and sick because of it. Everyone here is strange, and their eyes have been pinned on me as soon as I found this place. All I want is to disappear. I don't want any of this. Why did any of this have to work? Oh, is this her first time here?
Maybe?
I just wanted it all to.
もし
Ah, yes, okay. Yeah, it is.
Noticing the soft voice from above, I gingerly look up to its source.
Yeah. This is the first time. Oh, hi. Yes, this is definitely the first time.
The woman I see strikes me as a confusing sight. I guess her age to be in her 30s, but locks of white hair flow over her shoulders as she leans down. Her clothing is formal, yet the bright yellow design feels as breezy as her loose hair. But most of all, she appears as someone bright as the springtime sun of this baffling world. Straining to make her out, I try my best to wipe my tears and see her better.
Hello,
お父
ma'am.
さん大丈夫？手を貸しましょうか？
The woman's voice is calm and gentle, yet I can't help but notice a faint trembling to her assurances. As I meet her eyes with my own, my words fail to come for a moment as I see something unexpected in them. Is that fear? I'm the one who's lost in this surreal place. How can she be the one who's scared? You have no idea, girl. Even as I look up at her kind face, I struggle to stuff down my own frightened whimpering.
ここはどこですか？最初の質問にしては複雑ね。
With that, she reaches down with her hand. Just the sight of her wide smile helps me regain my composure a little.
心配しなくても大丈夫。ここは安全だもの。いずれ全部説明しましょう。
Holy heck, man.
自己紹介から始めましょうか。私は
Aww. So, like, are they ever gonna meet again, or...?
Unclear.
安江。
As I open my eyes, I still feel the cold of tears running down the sides of my face. Above me, the bright sun of a Meiji-era springtime day is replaced by the white tile ceiling of a hospital room. I meant to be gone. I'm not supposed to still be here. My story ended, its last words written.
Oh boy.
What comes after that? All I can find as I search for some emotion to feel is a void. A blank slate, no different to the sterile and unfeeling walls which surround me in this new strange world of the hospital. A world of strange people wearing strange garments and speaking a strange language. The scent of strong disinfectants play on my nose, while noises from odd equipment and indistinct mumbles from the hallway drift on the air. All I've learned since arriving are uncomfortable new words. Hospitals are unfortunately where one picks up the most. Hypovolemic shock, pallor, and hematocric, along with many others, have entered my vocabulary in the last couple of days.
So she just doesn't have enough blood in her body? Yeah.
Yeah. Still confined to my room, the lack of distraction leads me back to the painful topic of Yasue. I can only guess at her fate, or if I can ever visit her again if she still lives. Will the last image I have of her be that twisted face of anger and sorrow?
Asakawa-san?
Yo? Pulled from my thoughts, I sit up in my bed and look over the plump-faced nurse standing at the now open door.
はい。面会の方が来ていますよ。お会いになりますか？
Watch, it's Yasue.
Hmm.
はい。
I can't summon more than a half-hearted mumble, too weary to even summon my usual manners. It's probably just the police returning again to ask this or that. She gives a brief bow to someone in the hallway before going about her business.
Oh, hello, Karu.
Oh, I had a feeling it was gonna be her, though.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been more wrong about who it was, left speechless at the figure coming through the door. Her look, one awfully athletic for a librarian, is instantly recognizable as always. As she walks to the nearby seat, I reflexively turn my left arm over to ensure the bottom is as hidden as possible. The nurses do their best to politely avert their gaze, but the knowledge is there. So too is the shame.
ほのかちゃん。邪魔じゃなければいいけど、事件に巻き込まれたって聞いて様子を見に来たの。
She tries to talk to me like nothing has changed, but we both know that's wrong. I feel my fists clenching as I try to sort through my feelings, but it's hopeless when I'm in this state. All I can do is continue this stupid charade.
いいの。 来てくれてありがとう。ここで他にやることなんて大してないし。気分はどう？
Oh boy.
Awkward.
Mm-hmm.
All I can summon is a tired shrug.
生きてるみたい。先生たちが見てくれている間、待つしかないの。いくつか断片的に覚えているだけで、あまり思い出せない。
The doctor said it could be something.
Oh, did I hit it by accident?
You absolutely did.
I'm so sorry.
The doctor said it could be trauma or after effects of my injuries. The body isn't designed to lose that much blood at once, much less from someone who's already anemic. Oh, she's anemic?
Yeah, that's bad.
Ay, ay, ay. There are things I do remember, though. Yonehara's taunting of her sister, Yasue's sorrow turning to disgust and rage, the cold blonde woman who did this to me, and Shino being a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
The glow of magic in Shino's eyes. Shino realized she's inadvertently steered the conversation exactly where she'd been trying to avoid. It's clear neither of us knows how to react to what she's done, or what I did for that matter.
Oh boy.
ごめん、ほのかちゃん。私、ちっとも知らなかった。しのさんは、ずっと。
The silence lingers just a little too long to be comfortable. She looks more saddened than I expected by all this. It isn't like we knew each other well. Considering I've only ever seen Shino be cheerful, such a melancholy expression feels ill-fitting for her.
前に聞かれたよね。どうして私がそんなに幸せそうなのかって。まあ、あれは嘘じゃなかったってこと。全部話したわけじゃなかったってだけで。
I'm briefly confused as she
Oh.
reluctantly pulls back her right sleeve, showing a little of her wrist and forearm. They look perfectly normal to me. Then, in one brief, shimmering moment,
Holy shit, girl.
ah. Everything I thought about her changes.
しのさん。
She gives a small human smile at my confusion, tinged with a little sadness. It wasn't only her legs which were prosthetic, but then how much of her is?
この体は作り物でね。でも、私の知る限り同じものは2つとない。私の魔術の才能は珍しいって言っておこうかな。私は見た目も性別も年齢さえものみとカンナで削り取られたものだからね。そこに魔術をかけて大工事の跡を覆い隠して。幻想の出来上がりってわけ。すごい。言うほどいいものじゃないよ。体を変えるたびに現実が長引くし、年齢が意味をなさないことに対する些細な代償かな。
Oh,
That
fuck.
sucks.
でも、一番の代償はね、知り合った人みんなが私より先に死んじゃうってこと。
I'd say she's strong, but she really didn't seem any different to anyone else. To think she'd been through so much.
偉そうなことを言うつもりはないの。でも、起きてしまったことを考えれば、 説明する責任があるんじゃない？
Yeah.
That's fair. She clutches her skirt, the words seemingly stuck in her throat as she takes a moment to force them out.
私はほのかちゃんに本当のことを伝えたかった。私があの世界にいるってどうやって知ったの？しのさんは米原さんの仲間なの？あの金髪の人も。そこまでたどり着けてるなら、私が言えることはあんまりなさそうだね。
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think over her answer, only to find myself lacking anything further to say. Now that I know they were working together, what now? What was I hoping to hear?
Huh? Oh, Jesus.
Picking herself up from the seat with her usual sprightly energy, she seems to return to her normal bubbly self. Seeing her flip between emotions feels more than a little jarring.
切り上げちゃってごめん。車を待たせてるんだ。慰めになるかわからないけど、意識ははっきりしてるみたいで安心したよ。また来るから。ね。
I give a nod, but we both know that won't happen. She stops before the door to give a little wave. I return it as best as I can with my right hand before she soon skips out. Exhausted from that one small exchange, I sink back into my bed. The doctor said I'll need to be here a while to regain my strength, so it shouldn't be a surprise. Thankfully, my professors have been understanding, though calling from a hospital bed probably helped my argument.
I'm
My
leaning.
grades were already... You're what?
I'm leaning on the enter button and I, like, accidentally hit it.
Aye. My grades were already getting worse from everything going on. Saving my studies will be a miracle. The door handle rattles not moments after. Sheena's probably forgotten her precious phone or something. And it's... As the door latches back closed, however, I don't hear a greeting. Confused, I let my eyes roll back toward the entrance. Probably the sister.
Probably the sister. Yep, it's the sister.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Oh, no. This is a bad.
My heart jumps at the sight. Panic finally giving way to reason, my hand flies out to the nurse call button beside the bed, my eyes not daring to glance away from the woman. What the?
Why? Why?
Flame suddenly bursts out of it, making me yelp in pain as my hand recoils. That's not threatening at all.
Mm-hmm.
All I can do is cradle my singed fingers while desperately snuffing out down my rising fear, the flames vanishing as quickly as they appeared.
Why are you making yourself such a villain?
一歩でも近づいたら人を呼ぶわ。
それは懸命とは言えないわね。
My heart sinks at her dulcet, almost bored tone. All sense of urgency ebbs away as fear gives way to helplessness. If she intended to hurt me, she could have easily done so by now. I realize there's little choice but to surrender, settling for an almost childish sulking as the scarlet glow of her eyes slowly fades to their normal dull black.
なんのよ。私をからかいに来たの？
話をつけに来たの。自分のしたことに責任があるもの。ささやかな慈悲というものよ。
Ah, she killed her.
Yep. I keep my eyes pinned to her as she takes a seat. Her attitude is aloof as ever.
Why are
Don't you dare have killed my girlfriend!
Why are you like this?
あなたが崇拝しているあの女の言葉を借りるなら、日常の生活など舞台上の芝居と変わらない。 俳優たちが生まれ、瞬く間に消え、別のものに取って代わられる。
How dare you kill my wife?
Mhm.
あなたは偽りの魔法で舞台裏を覗き、普通の人間が想像すらできない世界に触れた。あの世界から生きて戻れた者はほとんどいない。
No, it would have been fine. Maybe. If you all didn't intervene.
Yeah.
She's literally just going to visit her girlfriend. That's it. She wasn't gonna do anything else.
Yeah, she literally was just going to visit her girlfriend.
Yeah, she could barely summon a weapon. Like, she only figured out how to summon a weapon because Yasuo was like, "Oh, can you do this?" That's literally it. There's
Yeah, that was it. She was like, "Oh, that's cool."
yeah. You guys made this so much worse.
Uh-huh.
全部知っているんでしょ。安江のことも血の魔法のことも本のことも。
Like, you could have just left well enough alone. But no.
Mhm.
Gotta. God.
Why do you hate the gays so much?
Mm-hmm.
As the words leave my lips, a stinging pain lances my heart. Left at her mercy, I just sink back further into the bed as realization turns to slow, painful resignation.
奪ったんでしょ。私から何もかも全部。
Girl has nothing, and you guys were like, no, you're not allowed.
I know! She has absolutely nothing and you took everything else.
Yeah.
普通の人間が血の魔法を使って魔法使いになるなど、人の言葉を真似て泣くオウムが人間になれると望むに等しい。血の魔法に関する本なんて私にはどうでもいいの。
Do you enjoy having that stick up your ass?
That's so rude.
じゃあ本はまだ。
No, it's fucking gone.
言っておくけれど、無駄な望みは抱かぬことね。私が雇った者たちは私よりも厳しい。あの本は彼女たちの手に渡るなり火にくべられたわ。
Of course. Of course.
Mhm.
本は灰と塵と化したわ。何者も二度とあの魔法に誘惑されないでしょうね。血の魔法は歴史に消えていく。
Damn. Imagine
Damn, I'm
having
sorry.
imagine having a whole bus stuck up your ass.
Mhm. Sailing myself as best as I can, I summon my will to ask the question I so dread.
じゃあ安江はどうなったの。
聞かなくてもわかるでしょ。
How dare you!
You literally took everything away from this girl because you have everything stuck up your ass. Like, fuck you.
Yonehara is content to close her eyes and let the answer wash over me, a long and terrible silence hanging in the room. So you just came here to make her, like, really upset?
Mm-hmm.
A black, acrid feeling wells up. Hate for the woman, yes, but not simply that. Powerlessness, impotent rage, which can go nowhere and do nothing.
あなたは怪物よ。自分の姉によくもあんなことが。
なぜ魔
No,
術
she's
を
right
使
here.
うものを怪物扱いするのか。あなたたちの思い込みは理解できそうにないわね。
Oh my god. What?
私が生きてきた年月と目の当たりにした恐怖を考えてみなさい。人が人
So,
に
like-
何気なくなす残酷さを知らないでしょ。
So, like, ma'am, I don't know how much, like, weed your horse is smoking, but you really need to get off of it.
Yeah. Like, okay.
It's time to step off the horse.
Yeah.
Horse is high enough.
Like, I understand. Okay, look, right? I understand why people are like, oh my god, people are terrible.
People are terrible, but that doesn't mean you're better than them.
Yeah. And also, here's the other half of that, right? There are so many other people in the world doing good things. Like Kellis, get off your fucking high horse, dude.
Why was this game so freaking tragic?
Oh, so mad.
I was hoping they would be like gay and happy together forever.
Yeah. God.
I'm actually really upset that they didn't end up being happily ever after.
We don't know. We're not done yet. Okay. Not as a spoiler, right? There are 4 acts, at least. So, 4 acts and an epilogue.
See, Yasue, you better like jump in here and be like, I'm alive,
Yeah.
or else.
個人的な問題に対処するために一度だけ力を使った。それ以上のことはあなたの知ったことではない。
Honoka secret mage when?
知る必要がない。
どうして最初からあの本を持っていかなかったの？私を捕まえようとした理由は、私をこんなに長く苦しめてどういうつもり？
あなたを守るためよ。
Correct me from what?
Huh?
私を守る？
I splatter the words in disbelief, the woman unmoved, even as tears well in my eyes.
成功したでしょ。こうして今あなたと話せているのが何よりの。
Bull.
What? What do you mean? She's in a hospital. I grit my teeth to suppress a Yep. I grit my teeth to Fuck, dude.
You want me to take over?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I grit my teeth to suppress.
Okay.
I grit my teeth to suppress a scream of misery, my stomach turning and face twisting in disgust. What a sick joke this all is, yet all I can do is watch everything happen around me, just as I always have. Hey guys, I read books. Every day.
Well, you use the voice in your head, so you don't actually...
I do. And also they be falking in those books.
Why? Every day I wonder if I'm like some weirdo who's like, oh, I don't read, like I read a lot of like romance, and sometimes that edges into like borderline erotica, and I'm like, okay, I shouldn't be reading this. Like I'll tell myself that because it'll be like, damn, I'm kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I should stop.
See, the books I read, when the scenes happen, it's been built up for like a long time.
That's fair.
And also, there's more fighting and disposition.
Fair.
Than that.
Fair. Okay. In a weird,
like there's a lot of falking in Akotar, but where I'm at right now, she just beats some ass. So, like not like that, but like
I was gonna say
she just killed a guy.
Damn. I mean,
it was great. It was really awesome. She did that. You go, girl.
In contrast, all I can think about is a Yuri manga that I was reading that I couldn't read anymore because it felt too real.
Mm.
It hurt. I was just like,
see, I was reading a book that ended up being very gay. But it was also about seances.
Oh, that's wild.
They just also happen to be gay.
Oh no, I just read romance.
I don't know if they did it or if they just like got close to doing it.
Fair.
But they solved a murder
That's
by method of seance.
interesting.
But they were gay. As a side note.
Side note, they were gay.
Yeah, it was a great book, honestly.
Fair. No, I'm just thinking of this one Yuri manga that I read that is very true to life about how people deal with relationships, and I
feel like it's more awkward to read a manga like that than to read a book, because they're just words.
Fair. I get illustrations, which is understandably worse.
It's just words. Illustrations. You're definitely 100% like, someone could look over your shoulder and be like, yep.
Well, there wasn't any more. I mean, it was implied that they were. It was implied.
Yeah, but someone could look over your shoulder and be like, yeah, I know exactly what you're reading.
Yeah, that's true. I'd be giving shit.
But someone would have to look for like a good minute to find out what I'm reading.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I just.
Anyways, I'm really sad that Yasue is dead.
Yeah, same. Or functionally dead.
Functionally dead. All this time, I really was useless.
Oh boy. You're only making this worse, by the way. Just, Yonehara, you realize you made this worse.
Yonehara, you suck. She gives a small sigh. What an odd, almost human slip of her composure.
Oh my god, get on. Whatever,
shut
man.
Up, girl, shut up.
Yeah. You Maybe you need to find a girlfriend.
Yeah, maybe you need to get laid.
God. I don't even think she needs to get laid. She just needs someone to, like, give her a hug.
She needs to go touch a person.
Yeah, dude. This is touch starved to the extreme.
Mm-hmm. With that, she takes to her feet. She didn't need your permission to do nothing.
Oh, it's so mad.
As she moves to leave, all I can do is turn away. I know she takes no joy in seeing my misery, if she can find joy at all, but I feel too much shame in my own self to show my face. Realizing the sound of the door shutting hasn't rung out, I reluctantly look back toward it. As Lady Yonehara is about to close it behind her, leaving my life forever, the thought spurs one final question.
Hey, yo.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
She stands still with the door ajar, face remaining set as if time itself had paused.
Oh, whatever. Get out of here.
Yeah, what? Just go then.
Yeah, just go. If you're just gonna be here and be mad at people, like, why?
If you just, like, are gonna hate everything, you have a choice in the matter. You've been alive for, like, hundreds of years.
Yeah. You could literally just not be here.
Yeah.
You don't have to die, but you don't have to be here.
You're using magic to keep yourself alive.
Yeah.
You could just not do that.
Yeah.
Time resumes as a long, slow creak reverberates around the room, the door latching shut behind her. Anyways, yeah, so where you at?
I haven't been this mad at a character in a while.
I can tell. You're really pissed. It's okay, Noob, she's gone. And so I'm alone again.
This is. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing to make me happy. I'm just mad. I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna hold on to this anger about this character for so long. God!
The trees ringing in the cemetery lie bare, the winter's chill having seen to the leaves. With the grass field covered by frost, all to be seen are so many pillars of granite rising from the white snow. The Asakawa family grave stands among them. On its side, 2 names are written. I lay my vivid bouquet before it, before stepping back in solemn silence. As if in response, a freezing breeze whistles through the bare, spindly branches around me.
Why are you Why are you interested in her? You know?
She probably feels bad.
Feels like there was more to this situation.
Another sound soon rings out across the quiet cemetery. The rhythmic tap of Tatiana's smart business shoes as she walks up beside me. Yeah, maybe.
待ちくたびれたの？
そんなところだ。
She looks down to the freshly placed flowers on the grave, their color out of place in the otherwise maudlin gray and white of our surroundings.
Maudlin.
紫のヒヤシンス。
I can't read. I can
No,
read, but I
I'm
can't.
not. I'm not correcting you.
Oh.
I'm saying that's like a 10-cent word, man.
I thought I said it wrong. The way you said it, I was like, did I say it right?
No, you said it fine. I was just like 10-cent word. Maudlin.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
花言葉は許し。娘さんがあんなに苦しんだからね。せめてこれだけでもと思って。
She gives a sullen nod before joining me in silently paying my respects. Perhaps seconds later, perhaps minutes, a family arrives and meets with the local priest. After exchanging pleasantries, he leads them off to another area of the cemetery, its graves newer than these. Even here, life continues on.
お前は魔術師だろ。
Clearly, dude.
Yep. Absolutely.
なんとなく気づいてたんでしょ？
魔術師の直感というやつだな。
I give a small smile in spite of myself. It doesn't last long.
ずっと疑っていたが、今ここではっきりさせておきたい。お前が偶然私たちの計画に加わったとは思えない。
Yeah?
カオルと話しても、最近お前の話ばかりだ。カオルの目を欺けても、私には通用しない。お前の行動は矛盾ばかりだ。お前は米原様が私たちを雇う数日前に仕事を求めてやってきた。根なし草なのに、どういうわけか世界中を旅する金を持っていて、カオルの過去を気にも留めない。それは目をつぶるとしても、最後の失態だけは見過ごせなかった。私とカオルがほのかの家から離脱したとき、お前もあの場に戻ってきたばかりだった。
どうしてそう思ったの？
Mm-hmm.
車内が冷えていたからだ。車を降りたとき、車内はヒーターがついていて暖かかった。だが戻ると、お前はエンジンもかけていなかった。
Yeah?
何回やってもエンジンがかからなかったって言ったら信じてくれる？
嘘が下手だな。
練習が足りなかったかな。
I give a long breath in defeat. As usual, the cloud of condensation never comes forth.
Robit.
Of all the places to have this conversation, perhaps this one is darkly appropriate.
私の魔術は魂を他のものに定着させることでね。前の体と身元はとっくに埋葬されてて、魂だけを私が作った器に移してる。何度も何度も新しい体に転移してきた。今の体もその一つ。
Ah.
おかしいよね。前は嘘をつかなきゃいけないことばかりで、ずっと嘘をついてた。それこそ息を吐くようにね。
ならなぜやめた？
道徳的にと言いたいところだけど、そうじゃないの。生きる意味を見つけたから。正確には自分で作った。人間って面白いよね。嘘をつくと何もかもつまらなくなっちゃう。ゲームをつまらなくするチートコードみたいにさ。
お前はもう自分を人間だと思っていないのか？強い魔術師は人間らしさを維持しようとあがくものだが、それをただ捨てたと。
そりゃ何世代も生きたら自分の経験が普通の人間のものとは全く違うって思うよ。
I look up to the oldest part of the cemetery, just a few rows over. Yonehara's emptiness is the same as what I feel. The same that Honoka feels.
人間は死を恐れるけど、その死こそ人間を人間たらしめている。悲しいパラドックスだよね。
だからこの件に関わろうとしたのか。
I give a simple nod.
似てるんだよね。昔の私とほのかちゃん。あの子は他の人より高く飛べたのに、絶望に飲まれてしまってた。あまりに多くを失って、生きる意味を見出せなくなってた。うつ病が辛いのは悲しいからじゃない。苦しいのは悲しみが欠けてしまったから。いずれ涙も出なくなる。幸せもない。本当に何もないの。悲しみよりも深い虚しさが残るだけ。誰も口にしないのはもう一つの部分。心の中から湧き上がってくる闇。闇は人を蝕み、壊そうとする毒。毒に蝕まれれば不公平な世界への怒りへと変わる。私も感じたことがある。あなたを退けたほのかちゃんにその怒りを感じたの。
That's actually a really, really accurate description of, from what I've heard of depression.
It is.
I wouldn't know because I've never had it.
Mm-hmm.
I've had like, depressive episodes, but that's not the same as like real depression. Yeah.
Yeah.
だからほのかちゃんに証明したかった。この世界には生きる価値があるって。どんなに欠点だらけでも誰も見限るべきじゃないと思ったから。
うまくいったのか？
I don't think so.
I don't
ダ
know.
メだった。
No.
No.
お前のせいじゃないし、他の誰のせいでもない。人生とは正しいと思ったことをすべて成しても時に失敗するものだ。
She runs a hand through her hair, perhaps pulling herself out of the situation for a moment to reflect.
Very philosophical game for what I thought was just gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
改めて言うが、私はお前を説教できる立場ではない。それにしても、お前が何世代も上とは信じられん。
よく言われる。
どうやら私は風変わりなはぐれ者を拾う癖があるらしい。
English, makes it a point to not make too many connections, but just enough.
Mm-hmm. I oddly swing my legs to and fro as I sit at the counter at Tatiana's bar, browsing websites on my phone while barely registering what's actually on the screen. I don't make much of a barfly. I think I'll leave the scene to the pros like Tatiana. In a brief moment of focus, I look at the date at the top of the screen. Honoka's hospital stay will be ending in a few days. Whether to visit her afterwards to make sure she gets back on her feet is an idea I've talked myself into and out of constantly. A movement from the corner of my eye makes me look to Tatiana, my companion cleaning the various nozzles and utensils to prepare for the night's customers. Most of the time I see her here, she's cleaning something or another. Everything has to be perfect in her little slice of the world.
で、タチアナはどう思ってんの？好きな人
Hope
の
I
た
need to
め
be
に
asleep.
過去の世界へ
That sucks.
なんて
That sucks.
ロマンチックじゃない？
We should both be asleep, but we love streaming.
Yeah.
そういう考えには興味がない。なぜか、人へに歯の治療だ。
Wait, I need to look at it. I didn't register what just happened. Just the sound of going back on your love.
は？
I don't get it.
みんな過去に戻りたいと言うが、どういう歴史の時代に生きるのはどうかな。一見楽しそうだが、それも歯に問題が生じるまでだ。現代の歯科技術がなければ、一転苦痛の時代へと変わる。
Roll out of bed in 5.5 hours. That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, God, guess what? Guess how much longer I played last night?
So long.
Yeah, I fell asleep at 1.
Bruh.
I hate myself so much.
You were so tired today. That's why you were so tired today.
I've been tired all week, man.
You're like, I fell asleep on the train. There and back. And I'm like, damn, I wonder why.
I've been doing that every single day.
I wonder why.
Shut up! Okay. But the actual real reason is I did, whatchamacallit, I did 12 and a half days in a row. And they were all fairly long days. So, like, yeah.
That's fair.
I'm pretty cooked, man. I'm done.
Yeah.
It's pretty normal. Packing for camping or packing for a trip is pretty normal to take a little too long because you're like, wait, I forgot this. Zip, done. I'm done. Oh, wait, no, I forgot this. This is what I always do.
Yeah. I always do that too.
Yeah.
I usually make a list of everything I need to pack, and I put check marks next to it. I've packed it.
I just wing it.
I used to wing it, but I don't trust myself and my memory anymore because my memory sucks.
Fair.
It's a big problem. My memory is a big problem for me right now.
Fair. I mean, understandably. I just usually have if it's for work stuff, I have a list. I don't usually have a problem with packing for myself because I have like a habit. It's become a habit. I travel enough that it's a habit.
Oh, I don't.
Wait, don't you?
And I didn't think to put stuff on the list. I send the list to several people, and I'm like, does this look right?
Fair. Wait, don't you go on more trips than I do?
I guess, but you're not understanding how bad my memory is.
Probably. Probably.
I had a mental breakdown about how bad my memory has gotten.
Oh, that's bad.
Good times.
そりゃ気分いいものじゃないだろうけど、最悪でも歯を抜けばいいでしょ。
Yeah, and then you have no teeth.
手術で麻酔が使われ始めたのは1804年。ペニシリンが発見されたのは1928年。
Yeah, so they yank the tooth out and you don't have any painkillers.
You
And
know,
then also it could get infected.
you know, what's the wildest thing that I learned? In the Civil War, they still like, you know how they're like, oh yeah, anesthetic was only used here in 1804. Yeah, they didn't necessarily. Because in the Civil War,
No, not really.
yeah, because in the Civil War, if you got shot, they just gave you a bottle of whiskey, said chug, gave you a stick to bite
Pretty
down,
much.
and then gave you a stick to bite down on, and then they sent it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's not anesthetic, man.
No. Pretty much.
私が言いたいのは、古い時代の人生は苦痛に満ち、人々は往々にして短命だったということだ。もちろん、現代を擁護するつもりはないが、過去の時代より過ごしやすいのは間違いない。
It was cheaper and faster, and there's so many injuries that they had to be fast and cheap. Not yes and no. It was also like not really part of the. It was hard to actually do proper stuff, and they kind of just let things go.
Yeah.
そういえばさ、タチアナは自分のことを一度も教えてくれたことなかったよね。昔はどんな風だったの？
What did you do?
知り合ってそれなりに立つが、どう思う？
Nothing being around doesn't mean it's compressed. Exactly.
ちょっと王子っぽいよね。
Hey, yo, what?
最初で当てるとかな。
Yo, wow.
私はロシアの金持ちにありがちな家に生まれ、甘やかされてきた。モスクワで生まれ、乳母をつけられ、名門校に通い、休暇を品のいい別荘で過ごす。お決まりの暮らしね。将来、プロのバレリーナとなるべく、レッスン好きの毎日だった。
Damn. All right, Tatiana.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right?
そりゃすごい。じゃあ、そのブルジョワお嬢が何もかも投げ出して札幌でバーをやるきっかけは何だったの？
子供の頃は幸せだった。私が知る唯一の世界は贅沢で大敗的なシャボン玉で包まれているようなものだった。だが成長するにつれて視界の端に何かがちらつき始めた。何かがおかしいという違和感だ。両親がある話題に触れるときだけ声を潜めること。行方不明になる人々。運転手付きの車で通学する最中に窓の外を流れ過ぎていた貧しい暮らし。それらが針となり、一つまた一つとシャボン玉に刺さっていく。10代になり、ようやくその矛盾はどこから来るのか調べたいという好奇心が生まれた。なぜ私はこんなにも裕福なのに他のものは違うのか。
Oh boy, she developed class consciousness.
She did.
それがご両親に何か関係が？
She finally stops wiping the counter and puts the cloth away, giving me her attention.
ソ連が崩壊すると、あらゆる国や企業がその残骸に飛びついた。ショック療法。経済学者たちはそう呼んだ。
All right, I didn't need I wasn't expecting a brief history lesson.
実態はただの略奪だがな。帝国という死骸から肉をむしり取ろうとハゲタカが押し寄せてきたのだ。異国の者たちだけではなかった。国内の有力者も率先して加わった。貧しい者は貧しいまま、金持ちは想像を絶するほどの富を手に入れた。
ご両親もそうだったんだね。
She gives a nod as her brow furrows.
So this game is takes place in contemporary times. But that's only in massive air quotes. This event was only 35-ish years ago.
Yeah.
その時、シャボン玉が弾け、私は世界の本当の姿を目の当たりにした。祖国でも魔術師の待遇は悪いが。
So she's easily at least 35.
の魔術師だ。不穏な噂は
Probably
噂である限り金で解決させた。
if she kinda she said this happened around her teens. She's in her like 40s, early like 40s and 50s.
Mm-hmm.
あの生活を
Yeah.
支えていたものを知ってからは、自分の手が血で汚れているように思えてならなかった。それで関わりのあるものをすべて焼き払い、この地で新しい生活を始めたというわけだ。というわけで、別に悲しい過去があるわけじゃない。金持ちの子供が両親に金を突き返しただけだ。ほのかには同情するが、私は自分の意志で両親を失った。
Satisfied she's covered everything, she pulls a bottle from behind the counter and begins pouring it into a small glass she plucks from above. Knowing this also makes her answer to traveling back in history more logical. Not many would want to go back to another country's collapse, nor the rough days of the wars, or the days of the Tsars for that matter.
Yeah?
理にかなってるとは思うけど、だからってなんで全部ほっぽり出してバーを始めるわけ？
魔術師は世間から切り離されがちな。米原様を見て、自分もいつかああなるのかと思ってな。魔術であれ、金であれ、力のあるものは得てしてああなるものだろう。この店は私を現実の世界につなぎ止めてくれる。探偵の仕事もそうだ。カオルも自分がその一部を追っていると気づいていると思う。
At the mention of Kaoru, her eyes glance toward something stuck behind one of the pillars. I've seen her look toward it once or twice before, but couldn't figure out what it was at the time.
Oh, that's cute.
She stuck a photo of Kaoru behind there. Knowing Tatiana, I doubt she'd let her know that.
Oh, that's really
Cute.
yeah.
付き合ってるの？
Hey, yo.
You're an item, aren't you?
いつ気づくのかと思っていた。
No, we figured that out a while ago, eh?
Yeah, we figured that a while ago. I stuffed down my smile at her attempt to play it cool. A glass suddenly slides over the polished counter toward me. The pale yellow hue and sweet smell hints at a citrus liquor inside. I wonder how she knew that I like sweet liquors such as this. Guess you don't work as a bartender for so long without picking up a few tricks.
Yeah, she's been doing this for like what, 30-some years?
Yeah, she has been.
さて、つまらない話を聞いてくれて、礼を言う。
お礼を言わなきゃいけないのはこっち。職なし、家なしの私を受け入れてくれてるんだもん。
新聞に広告を出しているわけじゃない。お前は私たちのしていることをすべて把握していた。それが都合が良かっただけだ。この店は雑居ビルの一軒に過ぎない。私たちの探偵業は知るべきものだけが知っている。
ちゃんと看板を出してみたら？二人のこと知ったら依頼したいって思う人増えるんじゃない？
得意客には 私たちがあまり知られていないことを気に入ってるものが多い。
She makes a fair point. As she gets back to her cleaning of the counter, I throw back the drink before me. It's certainly not highbrow. I savor the sugary taste and distinctly alcoholic burn as it washes down my throat. Looking back to the glass, I swish around the remaining dregs as I let the flavor linger. It's a shame how short a nice drink lasts. Just one more gulp and it'll be gone. All that'll be left is the momentary enjoyment it gave me.
シノ、ここに長くとどまる気はないんだろう。
She read me like a book, not that my wistful pondering would exactly be hard to notice.
物には執着しないたちなの。手放す方が楽でしょ。
Yeah, considering you've lived for so long.
Yeah. Said as much to myself as her, the words hang in the air. They take on an unintended note of melancholy. I thought I was long used to this by now.
私たちよりはるかに長く生きているなら執着し続けるのは面倒だろうな。それでも
We're broken from our reverie by the bar door opening. Maybe I'll have a chat with tonight's first patron to take my mind off things.
Oh, never mind.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
That idea abruptly dashes as against the rocks as I look over to the graceful figure stepping into the room, her brilliant red kimono covered by that ominous black shawl. Tatiana's surprise at seeing her out and about is no different than mine. As usual, Yonehara retains her typically aloof expression. I'd call her inscrutable were she anyone else, but I've quickly learned that she's hardly interested in hiding her emotions. This is simply her view of a world she's long since grown bored of.
Oh, 1 second, I need to throw something outside.
Uh-huh.
Like, give me like 60 seconds.
You're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kidding. Will Noob make it back in 1 minute? We'll find out.
Alright. Alright. Next.
Welcome back.
Hmm?
驚いているようね。営業中ではなかったの？
With some effort, the bartender forces down her emotions and puts her professional facade back on. The woman walks, practically glides over before neatly seating herself on the stool next to me and clasping her gloved hands on the counter.
And no one is powerful enough to do anything to her because she is
Yeah, like, make it make sense.
right.
もちろん空いていますよ、米原様。今夜は何になさいますか？ハイボールはいかがでしょう？最近流行りの飲み物です。
最近の流行りに興味はないわ。目当ては売り物ではないもの。
No, whatever. But it's not sold at all. Blah, blah, blah. Oh god.
何のことかわかりませんね。
あなたにわかる必要はないわ。
Uh huh.
Hmm.
Or
Her gaze lazily shifts from the blonde woman before us toward me. What could she possibly want with?
oh,
Uh,
oh, oh, that's bullshit.
in the blink of an eye, Tatiana, the bar, and everything else vanishes.
That's fucked up.
Well, that's mean.
Mm-hmm.
タチアナ
The words don't reach anyone, nor do they echo about. They simply disappear in the void around me. Oh, she's mad at her for helping Honoka?
Yeah.
That's mean. I bring my hands in front of my face just to check that my eyes are even open. A deathly chill comes over me, a ringing in my ears replacing the total silence. I reach out and step this way and that, only to find nothing but darkness around me. Every sense screams at me that something is deeply wrong. An odd feeling slowly returns one I haven't felt in many, many years.
Fun fact: this sound makes you go a little robot, but not a lot. Not like
Oh, really?
It's not. It's because it's really hard to. I hate it.
Like a growing vine, the clutches of dread wrap around my mind and begin to constrict.
That was gonna happen. Oh god damn it! It gave me the tinnitus.
Ew.
怖いという感覚はあるのね。ずっと気になっていたの。
Hey, what the fuck?
そうあなたの仕業だったんだ
Even I can hear the nervous edge to my voice. I know when I've been outplayed, the wizened mage having me in the palm of her hand. She seems to take no pride in this, acting as if nothing had happened at all.
ここはどこなの
どこでもないわ。厳密にはね。
安江さんに使ったのと同じ魔術なんでしょ
Why are you so angry and mean? Jesus. Who hurt you?
察しがいいのね。そうよ。姉のおかげで、私は自分の魔術がいかに有用か理解できたの。皮肉なものね。
Who hurt you? Oh wait, no, never mind. You hurt yourself because you're a bitch. I'm sorry.
安心なさい。今回は一時的なものだから、ちょっとした密談に邪魔が入らないようにしただけよ。
The word temporary is enough to make me relax, albeit only a little. She isn't the type to bother with a subterfuge or deceit. She means what she says.
興味があるのはタチアナの方だと思ってた
あの娘は腕は立つけれどまだ若い。成長が楽しみね。でも、あなたを知って気になったの。
へえ大魔術師の米原様ともあろう方が盗み聞きとはね
私は朝川ほのかと一緒にしないで、タチアナに言ったことの本当の意味は分かっている。あなた、本当は何歳なの？
女性に年齢を聞くのは失礼だって知らないの
Were you even a woman to begin with at this point? You were just
Yeah, right?
You shifted identities so much.
女性、男性、両性、どれにも当てはまらない。都合よく使い分けているくせに。
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you?
人類最大の恐怖、死を超越したんだもの。私、いいえ、全人類より上だと思っているのかしらね。
Oh my god. You keep talking as if you're above humanity and then you're like, "Wow, fuck you for being above humanity." Like all the
Girl, chill. Just go to bed. I briefly considered dodging her question again. She seems to have little interest in forcing a response, as she well could, but I decide to indulge Yonehara for her efforts. I get the feeling this isn't entirely about me either.
長く生きてきて人間がどうしてあんなに眩しいのか分かったよ いい人の魂も悪い人の魂も目がくらむくらい輝いてる。他人のために一生を捧げる人もいれば、戦火で生きることを諦める人もいる。でもほとんどの人はそうじゃない。ただありのままに満足してるだけ。シンプルに生きて、この世界に生まれた時よりもちょっとだけいい状態で去っていく。つまずくこともあるけど、立ち上がってまた歩き出す。こうやって世界は次の世代に引き継がれていく。私は他の人たちと比べて何かが欠けてる。何かって死なんだけどさ、経験できないわけだし、魂の炎は消えたわけじゃないけど、命がけで何かをやるってことができなくて、感覚が鈍るんじゃないかな。誰にでも訪れる終わりが来ないんだもん。
So she can't die. Interesting.
ってことで、あなたの質問に答えるなら、私はどんな人間よりも劣ってる。
だからこそ、ほのかちゃんを大事にしたい。希望はあるって証明したいの。きっと、あの子が安江さんを好きになったのも、安江さんの存在が希望そのものだったからだと思う。
私に人間の価値を認めさせたいなら無駄だと言っておくわ。人間の醜さはうんざりするほど見てきたもの。
And I assure you, Shino's seen more of it than you have.
Yeah, man.
認めさせる必要なんてないよ。あなた自身がその証拠だもん。
え？
だって少なくとも一人のことは大切に思ってるんでしょ？
Huh? Got him.
Got him.
I
She
think
closes her eyes in frustration. It's a small victory, but I'll take it.
I want to push through this specific conversation. We should end.
Yeah.
これ以上話しても無駄ね。チェシャ猫と話しても仕方がないわ。
Oh, whatever, dude.
気まぐれでここに引っ張り込んだわけじゃないでしょ。目的があったはずよ。ほのかちゃんの事件はまだ終わってない。そういうこと。
浅川さんは愛する者をそう簡単に諦めないでしょうね。それに頭がいいし、意志が強い。
No shit.
あなたが浅川さんの件にまた首を突っ込むだろうと思ったからここに呼んだの。これは私が負うべき責務よ。
All this to tell me to stay away. She thinks she alone can dictate Honoka's fate.
おとなしく従うとでも？
とにかく目的は伝えたわ。
My confidence renewed now that I better understand her motives. I stepped near the woman and hissed. There's no need for me to wear the face of Shino here.
思春期をこじらせたあんたの虚無主義に付き合うのはもうたくさん。でも、これだけは言っとく。
Adolescent nihilist. This
Good
is
job.
this is how you know she's lived for hundreds, plural, of years. This, you watch Freerun, right?
No.
Damn it! Ah, there's a reference I was gonna put.
But I know Freerun's considered a child.
Yes and no.
Compared to the other elves.
Ah. No, there's a very specific scene I'm thinking of. But yes, you're right.
どうなろうとも自分の行動の結果を受け入れなさいよ、米原さん。
The moment gives the woman pause, finally getting through to her. For the first time, she stumbles over a reply.
あなたもね。
私はとっくに覚悟ができてる。
Damn.
そう。 楽しみだわ。
Ah, the flashbang.
A mere blink and the world returns.
And we should end it here. Unless you want to.
And unless I want to what?
Unless you want to keep going.
I don't know. It's 10.
Yeah. We will see you all next week.
Next week. We're almost done with the game. Actually, just kidding. We have another act.
Yeah, we have another act and an epilogue.
And an epilogue.
Yeah.
Hee hee! Game month is gonna bleed into July as it should!
Hey yo. I'm not gonna talk about. I've already said my piece about a lot of things. Yeah.
What
But-
about your distaste for Yonehara?
No, not to say. I'm talking about but I usually love July 4th, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But I have plans.
I'm going to Anime Expo instead.
Same. And I might be doing something else. Actually, I told you what I'm doing. Actually, I'm definitely doing something else as well.
Good, as you should.
Anyways,
It's just a day off from work this time.
yes,
Nothing else.
yes, it's just a day off from work. And Anime Expo. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I might since I have a 4-day pass, I might go on if I can take the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, I'll go Wednesday, Thursday as well, like scout.
I don't think I'm gonna go Thursday because I have work that day.
No, I'm saying I want to go scout because I usually the first day that I go to a con, I'm like absolutely overwhelmed. I can't think straight.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I'm not gonna go Thursday obviously because I work. But I'm gonna go Friday.
Yeah.
If you can't really go Saturday.
Yeah. If you guys want to do another day, let me know. I have a 4-day anyway.
Yeah, so do we. Probably can go Sunday.
Sure. I'll use 3 days out of my 4 then.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah. By the way, guys, we're both going to AX. If you want to say hi, and I mean, that's not an invitation, but like, if you do find us.
I mean, the 4 people in chat. If you see us, say hi.
Yeah, or the VOD watchers. There's a lot of VOD watchers, by the way. Just putting that out there.
I don't know where the VOD watchers live. They could be in like freaking Australia.
True. Love you, Australians.
Love you, Australians. Love you, Canadians. Love you,
Everyone else's.
everyone else's. I don't know. There's a lot of countries.
There's a lot of countries and a lot of people. Anyways, speaking of, we should raid someone, and most of them are not in California or even Los Angeles, as far as I know.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm like, nobody's gonna see us.
True.
We're not big.
Yeah, true.
We're not big.
Yeah, we're not. Anyways, let's see. An architect is just chatting and is gonna play Yakuza 0 later.
Hey, at least he's got the category right this time.
True. Do you use playing Simulacra? I don't know what that game is. It seems like it's it's a kind of puzzly game, other game.
Okay.
It's somewhat up our alley if I remember correctly seeing it on Steam. Miss Silent is playing Grocery Store Simulator.
That's up your alley.
I only play the freaking cash cleaner because it.
You played Cash Cleaner until 1 a.m., bro.
Shush.
You played Cash Cleaner until 1 a.m., bro.
Shush.
I played Final Fantasy 13 until like
10.
10:30.
Yeah. Shush.
Like 10 or 10:30. You played Cash Cleaner until 1 a.m.
Shush.
You're not even paying attention to the story. You're just collecting and cleaning cash.
Shush.
Like, you
Anyways.
said there was a story and you had no idea what it was.
I mean, it's kind of out there, but it's fine. It's fine. We need to find someone to raid, and Richard's also streaming as well. No. I think I want to watch the game that is somewhat interesting to us as streamers. I don't think we'll ever play it anytime soon.
All right,
So, okay.
let's go.
Anyways, we'll see you all next time. Oh god. I also need to go to the restroom. Oh god. Oh god. See you guys next week.